What's up, fellow horror fiends? JC here from What an Excellent Day for a Podcast, and welcome to episode number 3 of A Horror's Hidden Gems Uncovering the 80s. Big shout out to all who gave my first 2 videos a watch. Thank you, and know that I appreciate you. Now, before we dive headfirst into this show, I want to give a huge shout out to a dear friend of mine, an amazing man who dedicated decades of his life to both the horror genre and to us, the horror community, who he has faithfully served. I'm talking about our very own favorite uncle, Steve Uncle Creepy Barton. Now, you may not be aware, but this man is up for a Rondo Award for his recently released, highly entertaining book titled Comedy of Tragedies. An autobiography filled with raw, batshit crazy stories that are guaranteed to make you laugh, cry, and in the end, inspire you to conquer whatever bullshit life happens to throw your way. This book is absolutely a must-read for all fans of horror. To be honest, it really is a must-read for anyone who ever dared to dream big and then went ahead and put every ounce of blood, sweat, and tears to making that dream a reality. So I ask all who check out this episode to please head on over to www.rondoaward.com, cast your vote by April 20th, and help our favorite uncle walk away with this award. Oh, and while you're there, why not also pencil him in for Monster Kid of the Year and Monster Kid Hall of Fame? All that this man has done to support the genre and the horror community from his early days at Dread Central to present time, let's rally around him. Let's show that same support and give him the extra shove across that finish line. No one deserves it more, and I thank all you horror fiends in advance for doing so. Okay, back to the show. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm having an absolute blast revisiting these under-the-radar screen 80s horror flicks. Maybe not under the radar screen of most die-hard horror fans from that decade, but I think we can all agree the titles we discuss on this show were never constantly in your face, and they definitely were never those in the mainstream. You had to dig a little bit further or subscribe to Fangoria to have any idea of their existence. Now, as I typically do, when selecting a movie to cover on this show, I usually have that light bulb moment that arrives where I say, oh shit, I remember that movie. Then the internal questions follow. Did it age well? Would it hold up today? Who the hell knows, but I have to admit, I am always fired the fuck up to find out. This latest light bulb moment for me actually occurred when I was watching the classic alien abduction movie 1993's Fire in the Sky, starring D.B. Sweeney and Robert Patrick. A very good movie based on Travis Walton's book, The Walton Experience, and it details his horrifying recollection of being abducted by aliens. Now, do I believe this is possible? Why the hell not? First step here is to believe that UFOs actually exist. And do I, you ask? Fuck yeah, I do. There is way too much evidence out there that suggests otherwise. Whenever a skeptic challenges me on whether or not they do exist, I simply direct them to go research the Phoenix Lights incident that happened back in March of 1997. Go watch that documentary and tell me what the fuck that is. And I do not want to hear that it's flares. Flares do not sit idle in the sky for long periods of time with no trail whatsoever. Are thousands of people all lying about seeing the same exact thing that night? Talk about a major fucking coordination effort, if so. One that would rival the tethering, all holding hands across the country in the movie Us. No, I believe that UFOs do exist, and if so, why couldn't they dabble into human abduction every now and then, right? I mean, who wouldn't want to study what the fuck makes us tick? Certainly possible. So as I'm watching the movie, my mind starts going through all of the alien abduction movies I have seen over the years. Some of my favorites include, of course, Fire in the Sky, a cool little 1989 found footage flick called The McPherson Tapes, remade a decade later and released as Alien Abduction Incident in Lake County, and made by the same director too, Dean Alioto. Check this one out if can. ton of realism, and it is somewhat unsettling. I did like the remake better than the OG here, though, which may come as a shock to those who listen regularly to our show. See, most remakes suck more than the fucking Graboid from Tremors beating Jaws in our latest March Madness horror villain bracket show. Oh yeah, that happened. Go take a listen to us horror nerds debate that battle on our most recent podcast. Talk about getting me all riled the fuck up. Another great one, and one that I believe is criminally underrated, is 2009's The Fourth Kind, starring Milla Jovovich. Now, this film is a pseudo-documentary told as a dramatic reenactment of true events that occurred in Nome, Alaska, in which a psychologist uses hypnosis to uncover painful memories of alien abduction from her parents, and in doing so, finds evidence suggesting that she too may have been abducted as well. Watch this one and I guarantee you will not look at owls the same way again. So now, the mind starts racing. Alien abduction films in the 80s. There are quite a few. Let me think here. And holy shit, light bulb. The memory of one scene smacks me right in the face while saying, "Hey, over here, fucker, remember me?" Now, those who grew up in the 80s know there were certain movies and or scenes that you and your buddies only whispered about. Those video nasties that you heard of, and once you did, you devised your plan to somehow, some way, get your hands on because you had to see it. Movies like Cannibal Holocaust and Faces of Death. Scenes like the crucifix masturbation scene from The Exorcist. The girl barfing up every internal organ she has in the gates of hell. And finally, last, but certainly not least, the amazing head giving head scene from Reanimator. And of course, a scene depicting a woman giving birth to a full-grown man. Wait, what? Oh no, you heard that right. My buddy and I couldn't wait to get to the nearest video store to hunt this one down. So tonight, fellow horror fiends, tonight Horror's Hidden Gems takes a long look up to the skies to discuss that little "what the fuck did I just watch again?" alien abduction movie titled Extro. This one was released immediately following Steven Spielberg's E.T. and showed a nastier side to the whole alien lands on Earth sci-fi premise. There's no sign of any glowing red hearts or fingers here, my friends. Now, as I was watching this one again, and granted, it has been at least 27 years since I last saw it, I was immediately hooked, as the first 20 minutes or so of this movie has some very cool fuck yeah moments. So we start off by meeting Sam and his son Tony, who are both outside playing fetch with their dog. As Dad goes to throw the stick, wait a minute, let me stop right here for a moment to wonder out loud, why the fuck is Dad throwing the stick towards the roof of the house? I mean, is this the greatest American hero dog? Or can this dog actually jump that high? Confused. Okay. Anyways, for whatever the reason, once this stick gets thrown over the house, a flash occurs, night suddenly befalls, and holy shit, we are in full alien abduction mode, my friends, with Tony being the lone witness to what really happened to dear old Dad. Now, let's fast forward 3 years, shall we? Dad is gone, vacationing somewhere in space. Son Tony is struggling to embrace his new father figure, and the stage has been set for Dad, aka Extro, to return. And oh boy, does he feel compelled to make a grand entrance. Not so fast though. You see, there's a process here before we get to that grand entrance. And it plays out like this. Step 1, the alien ship returns. Step 2, alien ship plants a seed in the ground. Step 3, alien creature emerges from. Now I got to admit, this creature is pretty fucking unsettling at first glance. Walks on all floors, but kind of upside down or backwards or some shit. I can understand if some see it today and think outdated and they've seen it 100 times before, but back in '83, pretty fucking cool. Okay, I squirreled there for a moment. Back to the steps in this process. So now step 5. Alien creature strays too close to the road and gets clipped by a car traveling by. Step 6. Couple gets out of car to investigate. Never good. And our alien friend makes them pay for that decision. Now, I'm not entirely sure how it kills its first victim, though. I mean, does it spray some shit in its eyes? Is that tongue that whips out to, I don't know, lick the dude's eyes and then you die? I'm still trying to figure out this kill. I'm pretty sure it will never make any horror kill bracket. Step 7. Our alien friend now makes its way to a nearby cottage thinking, oh shit, I'm probably not surviving this car accident, so let me do what I came here to do. Impregnate someone, anyone, so my buddy Sam can be reborn to enjoy some unhealthy family bond. Yeah, I know. I fucked up the number of steps and now I sound like the woman from The Godfather trying to get her weekdays in order. What can I say? It fucking happens.
Insegnare inglese.
Ma io lo so l'inglese. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Saturday. Dai, andiamo.
And here we have the scene I noted earlier, the one that launched my light bulb moment to choose this film. We are now about to watch a young woman get impregnated and give birth. All in the same evening, by the way. What a magic trick that is. Go ahead and get your popcorn ready. This scene was probably the scene that helped this movie achieve video nasty status back in the day. So after a few minutes of intense contractional pain and some bubble gut noises thrown in for good measure, out slides all 6 feet of Sam. Yeah. Disgustingly helps himself to some afterbirth nutrition, cause why not? A healthy chomp on the umbilical cord, followed by a rinse at the sink, and let's go. Dad is ready to head back home. Now Tony is ecstatic to see his dad back. Wifey Rachel is still trying to figure out where the fuck he has been for the past 3 years, and new boyfriend father figure Joe, none too happy about any of this confusing shit going down. Now rooming with the fam again, Sam has some explaining to do after Tony catches him slurping down his pet snake's eggs like they were the best tasting oysters imaginable. And how does he explain this away, you ask? Simple. He grabs Tony and sucks on his shoulder like someone trying to drain that last bit of juice from a Capri Sun drink box. I know. Fucking weird, right? A little body horror introduced here with the notion of transferring some of Dad's alien DNA to Tony. And now the tagline really fits. When Tony grows up, he's going to be just like Daddy. Good for you, kid. And Tony certainly embraced his newfound alien DNA by enacting his revenge on those who wronged him. But let's first manifest a full-size clown friend to do my sinister bidding, cause I don't know, why the hell not? We now enter the what the fuck am I watching phase of this movie, where we have toys coming to life to attack neighbors. Panthers manifesting because, well, I have no friggin' clue really. And then finally, just as the killer clowns from outer space had their own human cotton candy cocoon that served an important purpose for them, our alien friend Extro has the same. You might say a built-in alien egg factory, so to speak, that promises to keep this invasion process moving along just fine once Dad and son exit stage left. Special effects here, although somewhat dated, carry some weight for this one. Not great, but definitely had its moments. Some body horror for sure, topped off by Sam's decomposition into an alien version of himself at the end of the movie. The score also fits the 80s, with its sci-fi synth-heavy feel from director Harry Bromlin Davenport, who pulls double duty on this one, serving as director and composer for this flick. There was also an alternate ending as well to this one, so be sure to check that one out. I haven't seen that one yet, but I'm looking forward to checking it out. 2 sequels followed here, Extro 2, The Second Encounter, and Extro 3, Watch the Skies, both made by the same director and neither one connecting at all with the first. Look, this is a fun, confusing, and batshit crazy at times sci-fi horror that could not really live in any other decade but the 80s. If you are a fan of movies like Inseminoid, The Deadly Spawn, and Without Warning, hidden gems themselves, give this one a try. Embrace it for what it is, and you might enjoy it. And as always, until our next time, be well, be safe, stay creepy.